Live from the Metaverse, it's Saturday Night Live. Why was the strawberry so sad? Why was the strawberry so sad? Because his parents were in a jam. Why did the cookie go to the doctor? Why did the cookie go to the doctor? Because he was feeling crummy. I'm live? Babe, I'm live? Babe, you gotta tell me when I'm live. You know I was live. Jesus. You gotta tell me when I'm live. I always like to play the little game before I'm... Oh my gosh. Is that you guys? Is that... I always want to make that sound where you click on the glass, but I guess you gotta put glass in front of the glass. Is that you guys? Is that... Are they right there? Are they there? Is that the lifers? Shout out to the lifers. Shout out to the crypto lifers. Thank you for jumping on into the lifer crypto stream. Let's get that music pumping. Let's get it off of this laid back, weird, creepy music. Let's get it moving. Let's get it moving. I left it all over a second and it got insane. What are they doing? What are they doing? Let's get some progressive house in there. Deep trance. I don't know about that. Well, that get us moving at least up until I get something else moving for us, but we'll keep it moving right now. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Cryptocurrency. Look at all the money flowing into crypto. Look at people buying Engine. Atom. Don't forget Atom is still holding a very high place in its life cycle. Atom doing very, very well. Like what I see for Atom. So let me get on out of the crypto sphere here of my beautiful Citadel. But shout out to all the people here. We're here on the moon, as you can see. Welcome to the moon. We can see Earth all the way back there. Or wait, back there. There's Earth, you know. And shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Shout out to the $50 super chat from my man, Zentians. Says, ready for 1 month Patreon? Let's do this. Damn, man. It's crazy, man. Shout out to everyone here who is new. Love the backdrop. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's the Bitcoin Citadel here on the moon. You can see, hey, you want to take a look? It's a pretty cool place. Anyway, let's get back into brass tacks. Let's show you what the show is about. Shout out to all the new people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Let's bring that music down a little bit. I know that can get a little crazy in the background. And let's keep it moving. Hold on. And I got the trade of the night. Look at this. Here's for the first person on the live for their 1 month of Patreon. Here's for one person on the live for 1 month of the Patreon. We got to do something for someone to win. It's got to be a fun kind of thing to make people want to come to the live. You know what I'm saying? We got to like make them like the Twitter. We got to figure something out here too. We got to put my CMO's got to put something together here. What do we do for $100? What do we do for $100? We'll find out. Shout out to everyone here on the live as I jump back into the bottom left here. And you can see trade of the day revealed, trade of the night revealed. And I have another one too, but this is my first trade of the night. This is what I'm looking at. I'm heavy duty in this coin right now. And I'm going to give you some in and outs of why I like what I see and what's going on. But inside this is the shoulder, head and shoulder in the bigger picture here of the 4 hour. 4 hours flipping, getting low, but showing signs of a reversal back to the upside. So I like what I'm seeing here for Harmony. 1. All right, we take a look at that daily. That daily actually wants to flip. We see a little more momentum. We could come back up here and do another top and get a little more movement here for 1. About to break that high, an all-time high, I believe, at 38. Except if you count this insane wickage, which means it could do some insane damage. But that all-time high there, I'll take that local high. Call it that. I mean, I don't really bring that in, but fine. All-time high, 38 cents, 36 cents, or, you know, candle closing high, because that other one's a wick high. So candle closing, all-time high. How's that? That makes sense. And then if we go to the 1 hour, the 1 hour also suggests that we got some movement to the upside, or we oscillate a little bit more, but I'd keep my hand on that 4 hour. Now look, this looks a lot like what we just saw on the bigger time frame. And look at this. You can see the pennant forming right here. And that alone is another idea. So you got a bigger and a smaller ascending triangle. They look very similar to each other. This one and that one, right? Almost fractals inside of each other there. There's the scoop with the left, right? The big scoop with the same thing going on inside of each other there. So 1, at least to the local measured move. of 44 cents is the radar. Up 50% if you can get it. And we see it could get all the way up here. Now, the thing about this is if one can pump now and then the market can recover, right? And Bitcoin can do its thing, then, right? Then this thing's guaranteed to do some insane things. So what I mean is if it's strong when Bitcoin's freaking out and everyone's worried, then what do you think it's going to do when Bitcoin recovers and the market starts to fly? You see what I'm saying? So shout out to 152 people here. Can we get the likers up to the watchers? I'm telling you right now, if you can get the likers up to the watchers, you can get us to 200. Then we can get to 200 likes. Then we can get to 300 people. And we can get the show just moving. We can get it. We can break through the algo. We can punch that algo out, if you know what I'm saying. So if you can help me move cryptocurrency and spread it throughout the world, cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. We're talking about these things every single day. The metaverse is earned to play. It's going to be big. It's going to continue to grow. If you don't think it's going to continue to grow, I don't know what to tell you, man. We're going to see some major movement here in the metaverse. Shout out to the $150 super chats from Zero Allegiance. So much, $50 and then $100 to give someone 1 month of the Patreon. So if you're new here and you need to be in the Patreon for a month, Gorilla Skittles, you might need a month in the Patreon. We'll see who's here that's not in the Patreon. Zero, Sebastian Esquiel, Solana, are you in the Patreon? Dakota Chris Holm, are you in the Patreon? Yeah, I miss Thailand. So cold here tonight. I mean, you know what? I went sledding with my daughter today. Wasn't too bad. We had a blast. Could have been worse. Could have been better, But it was warm out. The sun was there, and it wasn't too bad. So, wasn't too bad. Could always be worse in my humbleness. So here we are, on this channel. We do damage. What happens when a coin goes up and we make a good amount of coin? We call it doing damage. We've coined that. We've turned it into a beautiful sticker here. Doing damage. Oh, the sticker's green. So it gets seen through? That's pretty crazy. That's crazy, but that says doing damage there. It says nothing at all. That's so weird. How the doing becomes black. Insanity. Kind of cool, actually. But so here's the doing damage mug, and I am affirmative to drinking lemon water. Okay? So I put lemon water in here into my everyday filtered lemon water. And some vitamin D. Okay? I'm also taking honey from the Martha's Vineyard Island Bee Company. Raw honey from the Island Bee Company, soon to be the Lifer Bee Company. That's amazing. I also like to take raw black cumin seed. Damn, that stinks, man. I'm throwing it in the garbage now. That's so grimy, right? Fake honey. It better be real honey. Yeah, it's real honey, but not for... Yeah, no, I feel you. Thank you. Yeah. I'll be around in the afternoon tomorrow, Muser. Okay, so shout out to everyone on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. That is what I kind of do every day, every night. Whenever I'm on the live, really. Reminds me to keep myself hydrated, ready to go, and ready to rock. So shout out to everyone on the live. We have 180 people on the live stream, 87, 73 playbacks, 217 on the minutes, 154 chat revenue already. Can you believe that? We just started. So, and I already gave you, I didn't waste your time. I talked about the trade of the day. Gorilla Skittles. Are you going to rechart this? Do your research and look at what one harmony is, and maybe figure out your way into crypto space. I believe you can do this, Crypto Greg. I believe you can do this. We'll call you Crypto Greg, but this is a real Crypto Greg. Big Jim, yeah, buddy. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. We're going to change the tune of that music. It was kind of whack. And it's a Saturday night, right? Welcome to the Metaverse. It's Saturday Night Live, right? Who is on Soul and got the dip, right? We up in here tonight, man. We got a lot of people bumping on a Saturday night. So I like one. I'm looking at one. One's looking beautiful to me. That's the trade of the night revealed. I have another trade that I will reveal, but I won't reveal to the end of the live stream. So you're going to be bookended by two beautiful things. And in the middle, you're going to hear me talk about my life. No, I'm just in the middle. You're going to hear about Bitcoin and the like of the markets around you. So let's jump into Bitcoin. Let's talk about what we see with the elephant in the room. Bitty Bitcoin. Now I have this horrible head and shoulders drawn, right? Which has a small measured move to 34K and has a big measured move all the way down here to $25,000. Could we make a lower low? We could. 25K wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Okay, it would scare a lot of people, but it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Are we going to go there? Not guaranteeing any of that. Am I a moon boy or am I a bear boy? I am neither. I am a chart boy. And I look at the way the chats. I'm a chat boy. I'm a chat guy. I'm a chat guy over here. I'm a Boston chat guy. I like the chats. You know, I look at the chats and then I eat some chowder. And then I look at the chats, eat some more chowder. And then, you know, look at the chats some more. That's what I does. That's what I've been doing. That's what I do's over here. Hey. So here, if you were on my live stream earlier today, it's pretty funny. And this is why people love my channel, because I'm one of the most accurate Bitcoin traders in the game. And I can say that affirmatively, because if you come to my stream every single day, my track record just shows you that you're going to see. So right here, look, if we just play this right here, look, we're going to play this from the earlier stream. Oh, sorry. And I see a big short coming like tomorrow morning. And it looks like Sunday's. So, there. Suggesting that we even come down even lower, right? So that's not a good sign. 1 hour wants to tump. So you'd wait for the 15-minute to come down if you wanted to scalp Bitcoin on the 1 hour. The trade for tonight would be the 15-minute hits on the alert. Bang, right? You put an alert here. 15-minute would hit. And then I would, personally, me, right? You do whatever you want. I'm not a financial advisor. But 15-minute would hit my alert. And then I would look for a scalp on the 1 hour. Hopefully for a break out of this, ugly falling wedge. And then, the channel. I always think if it's in a channel, so it goes up, down, it should come up. But the sad part is it's highly likely that once we get up here, we either get rejected by this point or this point, or even the top trend line. So to me, it's looking like we get rejected by like here, somewhere in this zone. And then the 4 hour is going to be oversold, right? Or with downside. So we get a little pump out of the 1 hour, maybe today, and what is it, 3 o'clock? So till like 1, 2. To me, it says that then by, Asia wakes up. They love to dump on us too, especially when the market's weak. So there you go, talking about the pump up here, getting to the space, right? Now let's see what Bitcoin looks like right now. The pump up here. There was my circle of where I believe we get rejected. We got a little higher, but these are the two lines I made. I said either we get rejected here or here. What happened? We got rejected right there. Pretty insane, right? So, and we do this all the time, like every single day. So just by watching my channel earlier today, could have made a positive trade on Bitcoin if you just trusted the technical analysis and traded the stochastics RSI on the 1 hour. With the RSI on the low, whenever they're both on the low, it's a great sign. You can trade them anyway, but when they're both on the low, it's a great sign. Still holding one. I'm getting them run up vibes. Man, I'm holding one, and I think we're going to do some damage with one. I think I'm going to make like 20, 30K on one, man. I'm telling you right now. I put a pretty penny in that little puppy. So one would be a big boy for me. Spot on with that call once again. Yeah, I mean, you were live on the stream, and we nailed it. And honestly, it's not even me. I just trust the stochastics RSI, and I can see how they play inside the pattern. And I can teach you this if you want to be tutored. I have a live tutoring group, and we do live tutoring sessions. It's not like you pay for a class. I'm there tutoring you every Tuesday from 1 to 3. Jump in the beginners from 3 to 5. Jump in the beginners course. And then Friday, I teach you MetaMask and DeFi. Jump in the DeFi course. Beginners for, it's not even a beginner. It's a full-blown DeFi course for 2 hours Friday from 1 to 3. So Tuesdays 3 to 5, Friday 1 to 3. Jump into one of those two courses. The beginner course will really get you into technical analysis, showing you where the lows and the highs are in the bigger, smaller time frames, whatever you need to know. I'll show you everything. You can trade every single market in the world with what I teach you, any single market in the world. So there it is again. I can say I was live earlier today, made this, and boom, there we were again with the move to the upside. So, hey, I can teach you how to walk on water. I can teach you how to read the tea leaves like a boss, right? Now what I do is I like to delete everything. Once I've hit a move, I don't like to fancy my move. I like to kind of erase everything and kind of look at what I see right now, all right? And what are we talking? We're talking a bit of a cup and handle. Are you dancing? Are you moving? How can you not move to this? Who's moving? Who's at least tapping their pen on the table? Who's at least moving their knee? Who's at least just getting the vibe, getting the vibrations? You gotta move. You gotta feel the energy. You gotta feel the vibe. It's Saturday night, baby. And no, I'm not a DJ at a strip club. And if you say that again, I'll be offended. No one said it, but I remember it from the last time. I'm the crypto lifer, baby. Don't compare me to nobody. So take a look. This is something that we could be seeing beginning to form a bit of a cup and handle here on the 15-minute for Bitcoin. No guarantees, but just, ideas, thoughts, and dreams. Okay? Is this plausible? Highly unlikely, So the idea here, is this a fake out or a breakout? And what do I think and how? And we're gonna talk about that, and that's what the thumbnail says, and we're gonna discuss this. That's what everybody should be coming here. If you're into TA and you watch what happened with Bitcoin, if I was, newer to Bitcoin or new to cryptocurrency, I would want to know, is this a breakout or a fake out for Bitcoin? You see what I'm saying? And we're going to talk about that. I'm going to show you how you can figure it out, or you can figure out the probability of what it is, and we can go from there. So we're going to talk about that right now. Right now. So we look at what we saw, right? Again, we delete everything again, and we just make this a falling wedge. Okay, and now it's getting more of a falling wedge than a bear pennant. And what's is crazy, I didn't see that at first, but it is an inverted head and shoulder. That's a possible slanted cup and handle, but it did break out already. But that's possible right there, okay? And now we're gonna put it on our support and resistance lines. Now up, down, up, suggests that we make it back to what? To the downside. Which will make another low, maybe a low of 40K, which isn't that bad, honestly. So, and why is that suggesting? Well, the 1 hour is now overbought. Now, earlier did I trade it here? Because the 1 hour was oversold. So here we go again with the short back to the downside, right? So to me, it looks like there's a short here for Bitcoin coming to the downside. Well, I see something like this. Okay. That's what I see happening. Now, does the 4 hour coincide with this? It kind of does, but it says you're going to get a little pump, but I don't know. It's like there's some indecisiveness. It says you could get a double bottom up here and pump, but the probability is in your favor that you're kind of cooked. Now, how do you kind of really test this? I have a fight. Everyone's like, well, now you just said two things. Yeah, but I have a solution for how to get us through that. Well, we can't figure it out. We go to this 15-minute flag that I was talking about, the 1 minute flag. See? If this can stay in this flag, it does have a measured move. Which is about there. See that? The measured move is about here up to 43,275. Loving the Green Day. Only here for 9 more minutes. Hit the like for me. Shout out to Rodney Robinson. Fireworks, baby. Watch out for that cork. Just here to check everyone hitting that like button from the door. Like button check, please. You can pay with crypto for your Patreon by emailing cryptolifers@gmail. Check out the Lifers testimonials and you'll know you're in the right place. And we're going to break down a testimonial in a little while. We're going to read one of these testimonials because I had one that really just broke my entire heart. Unbelievable. I think I'll be able to hold back the tears tonight because I've read it already. Had I not read it already, I definitely broke down the first time I read it, and I may break down again. And in celebration of that, we're going to read that and then give away another monthly subscription to somebody, and I can't believe it, man. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here and hitting that like button. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. We got 231 people on the live. 132 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? 159 new in chat revenue. Can we hit 500 in chat revenue? I think we could. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you being here on a Saturday Night Live. If you're new to the channel, if you just jumped into if somehow the YouTube algorithm actually worked and you actually clicked on it, welcome to the live stream. And know that here we go over Bitcoin every single day. Earlier today we were live and I gave a call here and it broke to the upside just as suggested. So shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Calling yourself Crypto Lifers and jumping on in. I'm going to go over Bitcoin and we're going to talk about what we see here and how to tame it. So we're going to watch this on the 15-minute. We're going to watch both this formation here. And what we can do is, because I have my bigger work done here, and it seems messy, I usually just find this on another place, delete it all. Can even take these off just for now, and just look at just this. And we're looking at just this pattern. And we want to see this break to the upside. That's what we want. You know, will it happen? It's highly unlikely, but it could. And what we would like to see is, even if it doesn't have to do that, but it could even just do this. And we can see it just oscillate. And what we want is we want the 4-hour to oscillate, right? And while we wait to touch the 21, which is, are we below? We're below it anyway. So yeah, it's actually above it. So that's a kind of a good sign. So what we want to do is we want to see this. We want to see the 4-hour make a flag, or the 1 hour. We just want to see a flag get made. We do not want to see us retest back in, all right, into this zone. We're on the line though. We're definitely on the line. All right. That's kind of how it is. So, if you need to track Bitcoin, you're going to watch it in the 15 and the 1 hour. Keep it tracked in a flag. All right. To me, it's highly likely to dump back down into the pattern, like so. You're bullish. The only bullish thing that can happen is if we go sideways and kick on out of here. And you'd be entering the new trade. I would be entering the new trade when the stochastics are low and it hits my alert system here on the 1 hour time frame. Okay. So that's Bitcoin in a nutshell. A lot easier than most times. I mean, it broke out. It's low, right? And then we can do one other thing for you here. We're going to look at BTC/USD on Coinbase. And we'll take a look at the bigger time frame. That's like the weekly chart I like to look at. Have we bottomed? Is it over yet? Is the pain done? Shout out to DJ Porter Rock. Big shout out to Zero Allegiance for your generosity. If possible, I'd like to nominate a great guy who needs to change his life. He's in the chat named Hunt for Red Card Exclusives. Bless up. He would make a great lifer. Okay. YouTube doesn't notify sometimes either. It trips out. Zero, you're a mod in my heart. I thought I made him a mod. There he is. He's a mod now. Saw you on Around the Blockchain. Liked your attitude, man. Shout out to Ryan Hogan. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate you, Ryan, for jumping on in. Little Bird. Is the beginner's course free? No, it is not. It's $100, but it's for $100, dude. For 2 hours of to me, give you all my gems for 2 hours. I mean, I'm telling you right now, it'll blow your mind. But that's up to you. Maybe, you know, you got to believe that you're worth $100. you know? Gotta believe in yourself. All right, so let's take a look. I mean, got some spider lines. So here's our support and resistance on the weekly. Okay, we're also going to pull a Fibonacci, and we're going to show you some things about what I'm looking at here too as well. So right now, all right, we're sitting right here at the 706 and like kind of wicking very close to the golden pocket, the 0.65 and the 0.618. Let's take a look at this. If you're a fib trader and you know what I'm saying, it's pretty nuts, right? Even if you pull the big fib, that is the old 618 from the bigger move right around here. So we're like kind of even there, like it's kind of nuts, right? But even from this impulse to this impulse, wick to wick, you can see we were back at this 706 retracement, healthy retracement for a pump. Really nothing, not a big deal if you think about it like that. Another thing that'll blow your mind, they call me Sammy Cup and Handy because I see the cup and handle everywhere if you're new to the channel. And I always see a cup and handle in some way, shape, or form. And there right there on the weekly is a giant cup and handle, which does suggest that Bitcoin has a measured move. If it can find its bottom not too long from now at about $85,000, maybe even a little higher here, but $87,000 Bitcoin. So that's what I'm looking at here. I've even grabbed a fractal here from this place to this move, swung it on out here over here, and it's been giving me, you know, a $94,000 Bitcoin. It's pretty interesting. So that is a cup and handle. I've seen them break out many times in my life. You know, one thing that's starting to get slightly negated was the hidden bullish. Right now, it's a little slanted. Before it was not. I mean, we had hidden bullish for a while because this move was up and this move was down, and it was suggesting the trend would continue to the upside. And I've seen hidden bullish confirmed like 90% of the time when I see it confirmed. So that was a little fishy to me, and it, you know, but it doesn't always have to occur, right? So some hidden bullish got negated there. However, we look at it on the 3-day chart, and we go to the bottom right there to this, and the bottom, that's flat, and this is to the downside. So the 3-day still holds some hidden bullish. What do I mean? Well, this line is flat or slightly to the upside. This is to the downside. We're extremely oversold. It tells you that the trend will continue to the upside. The 3-day suggests, based on what's called hidden bullish divergence, that the trend will continue to the upside and Bitcoin will end up somewhere up here. Now, I'm not a moon. People will be like, he's a moon boy. No, I'm not. I'm just showing you the TA here. We saw it here. We saw the same thing here. We saw swing up to swing up on the 3-day chart like this. See this? We had a big mountain, just like we have a big mountain here. Swing up to swing up. Look, even a shoulder and a head and a little mini shoulder. Shoulder, head, and a little mini shoulder. A lot of people were trying to call this a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. That should dump all the way to zero. Did the same thing that they're doing here, calling this a head and shoulder, which it is. But they don't, there's a 32% chance we squeak right out, right? And so, and then we have swing down and swing down here, which is that's hidden bullish divergence right there. And it tells you that the trend will continue higher than the peak. And we ended up here higher than the peak. Hidden bullish. We see a similar thing happening here on the 3-day chart. Hidden bullish. So I'm just pointing out strict fundamental technical analysis. I'm not a moon boy, but you know, so I hope I showed you enough right now. I showed you some fib stuff. I showed you, you know, cup and handle, some divergences as well. And the MACD wants to take a bit of a turn. So we're seeing some signs of life here. And we can see some movement here in the charts. Shout out to Puerto Rock for the $20 super chat. Shout out to Joe for the $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Joe. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. So here, that's just on my radar now, and we're seeing that we could get all the way up here to $87,000 Bitcoin. So you heard it here first. When the whole world's crying and whining, I'm looking at a place where it's scrumptious to get in on a little bit of BTC. And now let's take a look at my favorite thing to see here lately. And I never thought I'd be so happy to see it, but I really am, because I keep reminding myself these are the times where I made all my living. The Fear and Greed Index was always at a 10. It was at a 10 earlier. It's bounced back up to 23. It was at a 10 earlier. I'm telling you, if you can't get in at a 10, 10 is usually, it was at a 10. I'm telling you, it was at a 10 earlier today. Fear and Greed Index was at a 10. It's now since changed. Look, yesterday was at a 10. The lowest I ever saw it was a 10. Someone said they seen a 9 before. I had never seen a 9. Someone told me they had seen a 9 once. I had seen like a 15 or 13. I had not seen a 10. Let's live over. Can we take a look at Flux and Soul, Plantasma, Mike Crypto? Could you send a super chat? That's like a triple whammy, man. That first super chat. Super chats. Old person asking to turn the music down, but it's good now. Dance off for the free Patreon. Rodney showing love. Shout out to Rodney Robinson for the $1.99 from Rodney Robinson. For the beautiful fireworks out there in Disneyland. Shout out to everyone here on the live. 78 people watching. 164 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. It looks like I've been let out of purgatory a little bit here on a Saturday night. And not a lot of YouTubers are kicking it. They can't handle the flames. They can't handle the punch. They can't handle the movement. We got a trade of the night. We got movement. We don't stop making money here on my channel. We don't stop taking Satoshi's hand over fist. We're going to find a way to make a money. To make a money. We're going to find a way to make a living no matter what. We'll short it, we'll long it, we'll do whatever we have to do to get paid. And we're going to find where the money is. We're going to sniff it out. No matter what. I got a bunch of charts I'm looking at right now, as well as another trade of the night that I want to talk about, but I'll talk about it towards the end of the stream. All right? Might even make a trade live. You never know what you see here on the channel. Look at Atom BTC. We talked about it right here. Look, no stop loss got hit in the making of this trade. Entry right there at about what? 4,700 Satoshi. In the last week while everyone is screaming and crying and worried. And Atom booms. Measured move is 153%. It's already up 127% on the trade. So if you take the trade, if you were in the Patreon, this is the 3-day chart. We trade the 3-day. Wait for the 3-day to get low. Watch this thing explode. And that's what the 3-day can give you. 130% gains in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 21 days. Shout out to anyone that jumped on into the trade. And I kept talking about Atom being strong. If you even look to some of my last few streams, you look at strong coins and you can see in the title it says Atom. I've been holding Atom since it was $3.78. You can see it with one of my top 5 coins to buy on a video I made over a year ago. Atom, baby, Atom. So on our way to 2022 and beyond, as February kicks on, I mean, you can already smell Valentine's Day, for crying out loud. It might as well be St. Patrick's Day. January is flying by. I cannot believe how fast the year is gone. And shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for joining me on this insane journey as we soar through the metaverse in the crypto sphere, holding our hands Satoshi by Satoshi, stacking our way to the top, baby. They cannot kill the dream. They cannot kill the movement. They cannot kill the love. Love you all. Thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you for calling yourself crypto lifers and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time, baby. That is your time. And we will continue to strive and rock out together every single day without a day off, because I don't see why I would stop doing what I love to do, because you know what? The day I take a day off could be the day I pass away. And I never want to be able to not help somebody. And if I know I can help somebody today, right now, then let's do it today, right now. Shout out to anyone who played this Atom call. 130% gains. Bang, bang, bang. Atom, BTC, for the win. For the winnery. And that's the thing about my channel. We tend to celebrate gains all the time because we'll look for the offset trade while everyone else is freaking out. We will look for the offset trade. Find the strong coins. All right. This was easy to do. The last time Bitcoin dumped, all you had to do was look for the strong coins. Bitcoin dumps, like 6 coins stand out. Hex was one of them. We'll talk about how Hex is pumping right now. And I talked about Hex at 21. And yeah, it's been up and down a little bit, but it never hit the stop loss. And it's continuing to pump. And it's sitting at 25. And you'd be up a nice little bit. And this cup and handle is beginning to form. Beginning to do its thing. 3-day does have a little room to go. Okay? 4 hours a little cooked right now, though. It's kind of following sort with Bitcoin. You could say here, do you come down and do a retest? That's what you want. Are you going to retest? And bounce. But I'm still watching Hex, and, you know, 21 to 25 ain't bad when the market isn't cooking too hard, right? SHR, the saddest thing I ever invested in. Wish I never put a penny in this thing. So sad. But look, we do look at it here. This is on Bittrex. I know it's also on KuCoin, isn't it? Yeah, it's. I believed in the token as being something big. Tim Boss, like, in the whole team, and I really like their ideas and everything behind them, and they don't tweet. They don't tell anyone what they're doing. They don't have marketing. I don't know what they're doing. And they made a beautiful high here at about 9 cents. I did get in at about 1 cent. I did almost like 7x it. But geez, I mean, right? So, SHR, could it get back? I don't know. I don't even like talking about it. Just something that happened to talk about on my radar right here. One, we're talking about Harmony 1 right now. We showed it earlier today. Inverted head and shoulder, and it's making even a smaller pennant here in the 1 hour. We showed it earlier in the live stream. Just keeping it on my radar, talking about I am personally in the trade of 1 USDT. I think it could even get a little higher here on the measured move. Do about 46. Okay. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Let's jump on into the super chats. Let's see what people are saying here in the chat. Shout out to me. Let's work. Let's interact with the chat. Send me what you're talking about. Let's do some deep dives. Let's have some fun. Let's get it in. We don't have to worry about the Dow Jones and world markets on Saturday night. It's the one night we don't have to look at Dow futures. We can't look at the Dow Jones. It's not moving. You know, dollar index is cool, but whatever, you know. If they don't tweet, equals a relevant asset. Totally. Those on-chain metrics on Harmony are looking good still. There you go, baby. Patreon is an amazing 24/7 resource, exclusive charts, beginners TA learning library, traders from around the world, VIP charts and ideas. Hit the link to join the Patreon. Shout out to Love Learning for letting them know you can pay with crypto for your Patreon by emailing cryptolifers@gmail. Check out the Lifers testimonials and you'll know you're in the right place. Arr. MetaMask DeFi for beginners, Friday, January 14th, 1 p.m. Sign up. Book with the link right there. You can hit that link right there. And look, you'll sign right up to the course. So we talked about Bitcoin. Kind of a easy thing to trade. Not easy, but you know, it's either going to go out of that pennant to the downside or it's going to stay in the flag. You'll know when the alert hits, and then you can make your decision whether you're going to trade the flag. If the flag holds its position and it's a flag, you can trade the flag. If it doesn't, it's gonna basically break back down into the pattern, you know. And shout out to my crew for the funny thumbnail. I thought the thumbnail was pretty good by the crew. Thank you guys so much for the thumb. Hilarious, right? Pretty good, right? I was with the photographer the other day, and I said, "Can we do some like whole? Can I do like, you know, whole pant? Like, I want to see my whole self, you know." Thought that was funny, right? Anyway, whatever, right? We're going to take a look at some news here. Stirring in the markets. Saturday night news. We got a bunch of news here. Kind of show you some things that are a bit alarming, some things that aren't. We're going to talk about it. NFT aggregator MINTVERSE launches new enhanced community-driven version. MINTVERSE is excited to announce a revamped version of its non-fungible token NFT collection tracking solution. Several crucial improvements and additions have been made to the protocol, paving the way for onboarding millions of people to the world of NFTs. MINTVERSE is keen on exploring the future of NFTs by providing users with a comprehensive NFT aggregator and marketplace. Global interest in non-fungible tokens has risen significantly in the recent months, yet there is still a steep learning curve. Moreover, the novice user experience still has room for improvement, paving the way for platforms such as MINTVERSE to build new solutions and make the space more accessible. Under the hood, MINTVERSE is a decentralized NFT platform and aggregator for various NFT projects. Moreover, the focus on collectibles and gaming NFT showcases the potential of finance and gaming opportunities in the broader blockchain and the cryptocurrency industry. To date, MINTVERSE has analyzed over 75 million assets on Binance Smart Chain and over 35 million on Ethereum, confirming the appeal of MINTVERSE's products and services. The team aims to provide the most comprehensive metadata of NFTs across both of these blockchains, surpassing OpenSea and other marketplaces. About MINTVERSE, so you might want to put MINTVERSE on your radar, see what's going down. We'll take a look at their website. We'll talk about this, but this is interesting to me. Exploring the future of NFTs, an aggregator bigger than OpenSea, the Pudgy Penguins for 2.1 ETH. I believe that will probably be a good look. The Fanta Bear for 3 ETH on the floor price. Interesting. What we're seeing here, the space is growing, and it's growing fast. Don't miss out on a drop. Subscribe. How to create and sell. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. The Ancient Kingdom raises 3.6 million, led by DAO Maker, for the Metaverse growth. Ancient Kingdom, as part of an investment, Ancient Kingdom raised 3.6 million and formed a partnership with MakerDAO. Among other achievements, DAO Maker, AU Capital, Reblock Vendetta, Magnus Capital, boom. So with its first ever martial arts video game and the first blockchain-based real-time gaming platform, Ancient Kingdom is already an excellent game to play. Venture capitalists have seen the enormous potential of the gaming industry in the play-to-earn market, and Ancient Kingdom has emerged as a standout non-fungible token NFT blockchain initiative. This means that the Ancient Kingdom will become the first game for amusement and an excellent platform for the best game for amusement, so they say, and an excellent platform to produce revenues, while expanding its reach to non-players and non-crypto users in the future. Thanks to its strategic partnerships and advisors the team has assembled. This is pretty cool, man. About Ancient Kingdom is the first ancient martial arts game on the blockchain, pioneering the realization of real-time games on the blockchain platform. To expand that terrific system, Ancient Kingdom empowers players to skipper profile maps, manned power to train, and find the pinnacle of fame and resources. When found, rich cases that are marked can be mined, refined, and exchanged through an organization of business mining establishments, processing plants, and universal marketplace. Pretty interesting. The ACKingdom.io. What is Ancient Kingdom? Metaverse, App Store, E+, Windows. You can already download it and begin to get down. The first ancient martial arts game. Pretty big. I mean, this could be big. Martial arts is big. Everybody knows that has a big, huge following. Underground and a niche. Could do some serious things. Infinity Pad. Interesting. Gamion. Who else is in here? Anyone we see? Gaines Associates. That's hilarious. I love these names. I like Criterion. We've seen them around a little bit. Mex Global. Isn't that the Meyer Exchange? Right? Engine Starter right there. DAO Maker. Engine Starter too. Interesting. Quite interesting, man. Ancient Kingdom. So we're just doing a deep dive here on a Saturday night, learning about new coins and new projects, putting them on your radar for you to write them down, do your own deep dive. How did our baby MetaPets do? We're going to take a look at MetaPets. We've been kind of looking at it on and off as well here on ZipUcoin. MetaPets, man. MetaPets. What do you guys think? What do you guys and gals think of MetaPets? Are y'all fans of MetaPets? We'll also take a look at our baby. I'll put that in the wrong place. We'll also take a look at our baby there, Magic Craft. We'll see what Magic Craft is doing. So while the whole market's kind of in a, MetaPets is looking pretty nice. Like it's just like kind of getting busy for a move here. Am I wrong? I mean, it's a beautiful flag there for MetaPets. And I could see it doing some damage. It's been retracing for a while, so without even looking, I know the Stokes are low. Well, it's one of those where they don't flip them on me on the 1 hour. Let's see. They don't even show me for whatever reason. Sometimes they don't show up if you're looking at the BNB. But this says MetaPets could do some damage. $140% gains out of MetaPets. So we've been tracking it. We've been stalking it. It's been strong. It's been good. I'm going to tweet that out. Follow me at CryptoLifer33. Just got about 400 new followers on Twitter. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate that. Very, very nice of you. And I actually have some things to talk about here on my Twitter account. Follow me on over here at Twitter. All right. Watch the show, right? Level up and join the Patreon. Come on down, right? 3,645 followers on Twitter. Unbelievable. We just passed 3,000. So unbelievable to see that. Michael Saylor, right? I love what he says here. Begin doing what you want to do now. We are not living in eternity. We have only this moment, sparkling like a star in our hand and melting like a snowflake. Francis Bacon Sr. on Bitcoin. I mean, he said it on anything, but, so begin doing what you want to do now. Like, if you want to start buying Bitcoin, I buy it now. If you want to start doing a YouTube channel, you do it now. You don't want to work for someone, you quit today. You don't wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow may never come. I'm telling you right now, tomorrow may never come. What you make today, you make tomorrow today, you make tomorrow the day. I don't know exactly what I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying. So, just want to put that out there, right? And I also have another tweet that I want to, something else I wanted to say here. Bukowski, right? It's a great quote here. It's a great quote. We still have a trade reveal for later on. And thank you so much for the super chat. Boom, 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 boom. And watch the money fall into the jar. It's so cool how it does that, right? Ooh. And can I take a sip of that tip jar? I haven't done that in a while. Ooh, shake a little ball there. They tend to move around and you shake them around. Hey, hey. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I do and say here is financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor and do your own due diligence before getting into any trade, project, or coin. All right. Now, I'm going to talk about this right here. Look, this is what Bukowski said. All right. This is what the great Bukowski has once said. Right. And we can use the zoom in window, but I just got to do it right. And guys, remind me once I do the zoom in, I got to change windows. Right. So just remind me. Right. If you can be so nice. But Bukowski here, if you're going to try, go all the way. Otherwise, don't even start. This could mean losing girlfriends, wives, relatives, and maybe even your mind. It could mean not eating for 3 or 4 days. It could mean freezing on a park bench. It could mean jail. It could mean derision. It could mean mockery, isolation. Isolation is the gift. All the others are a test of your endurance, of how much you really want to do it. And you'll do it, despite rejection and the worst odds. And it will be better than anything else you can imagine. If you're going to try, go all the way. There is no other feeling like that. You will be alone with the gods and the nights with the flame and fire. You will ride life straight to the perfect laughter. It's the only good fight there is. And when I finally broke out and started doing my channel and started living the life I wanted to live, like, I might have read that quote, but that quote made me cry the other day because I was like, the isolation, like I moved to my hometown. I was all by myself starting this channel alone in the basement and just like grinded, and the isolation. And I like what he said because he was like, the mockery. People made fun of me when I bought Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. They laughed at me. They thought I was a joke. So it could mean mockery. I felt it. The derision. I thought I was insane. I did lose girlfriends. My wife threatened to leave me so many times. She's like, what are you doing with all this money? Like, my relatives thought I was insane. So like, I did almost lose wives, and I did lose relatives, and I did lose my mind, right? And I didn't eat for 3 or 4 days before over crypto. I've been out of my mind. Yes. All these things have happened to me. I've been isolated. I've been mocked, right? And then I like how he says, isolation is the gift. All others are the test of your endurance. Isolation is the gift. When I was finally there with myself, I was able to conquer myself, but only until then. So shout out to everyone here on the live. Enough about me, but it's just an amazing quote, and I can really feel it and believe it. And I just wanted to bring that up and just make everyone feel that comfort and amazing feeling of inspiration. You can too. You can too. SEC files complaint against operator of unregistered $33 million crowd machine. So crowd machine has the SEC looking at them over an ICO, and there's always something going down. President Biden sends CFTC nominations to the Senate, while the addition of Caroline Pham and Summer Mercinger's names sent to the Senate for confirmation. The U.S. president has the opportunity to completely reshape the CFT leadership. The White House has officially submitted President Joe Biden's nominations to fill 2 seats for the Commodities Futures Trading Commission, with the upcoming departure of another commissioner. In a Friday announcement, the White House said it has set City Manager Director Caroline Pham and Summer Messinger's names. Summer, that's my daughter's name, funny. Summer Messinger's names to the Senate for confirmation. Mersinger previously served as chief to staff to the Commissioner Don Stump, who is expected to leave the agency this year, as well as the director of the Office of Legislative and Intergovernmental Affairs. She and Pham will be taking places of the recent departure Commissioner Dan Berkowitz, whose term expires April 2023, and that of Stump, with a term ending in April 2027, respectively. CFTC nominations came the same week the White House officially announced it had sent the nominations of Jerome Powell and Lael Brainard to the Senate to await confirmation before serving as the next chair and vice chair of the Federal Reserve, respectively. All right, so changes in government there that may affect trading and currency. Finance redefined, Terra expanding UST and Luna. And AAVE, ARC seeks institutional adoption. Terra Research presented a governance proposal to expand its influence of USD and Luna. AAVE ARC launched a DeFi pool for whitelisted projects, and WonderFi Tech purchased First Ledger Corp for $162 million, all coming to you in this week's Finance Redefined. Unbelievable. Terra Research proposes new utility for Terra USD and Luna. Decentralized algorithmic stablecoin issued Terra published an ambitious proposal, and this is Luna. When you're talking about Terra, remember, so you're trading Luna. UST goes interchain. Degen Strats Part 3. The lengthy governance post extensively detailed. The methods and procedures in which Terra native token and Luna of Terra can be deployed to bring awesome UST use cases to the Ethereum DeFi. I have heard a lot of nerdy people who have broken it down more than me, and I will eventually break it down, but Luna saying it has the most use cases for its stablecoin than any other chain in the game. How Luna can provide far more use cases and far more ways to earn than almost any other chain in the game. How Luna may be the best chain to earn in DeFi. So, hey, you do your own research, but there's talks of Luna becoming a juggernaut. It already is, but just it's basically undervalued right now. New service AAVE ARC aims to enhance institutional adoption in DeFi. This is what you want in a way. Decentralized leading platform AAVE announced the launch of its permissionless lending and liquidity pool, AAVE ARC, this week with the ambition of fostering greater institutional participation in fully regulated and compliant decentralized finance services. 30 organizations were granted primarily whitelist entry to the service, including digital asset custodian Fireblocks, alongside Anubi Digital, Canvas Digital, Seba Bank, GSR, and crypto yield aggregator Celsius. DeFi represents a powerful wave of financial innovation, including transparency, liquidity, and programmable, and it's been inaccessible to traditional financial institutions for far too long. The law of AAVE ARC allows these institutions to participate in a DeFi-compliant way for the first time. Let's take a look at what that brought to the chart for AAVE. I'm a long-time holder of AAVE, got in about 60 and 80, been holding it ever since. So let's take a look at AAVE on the charts today and see if it got a little bit of a pump, went sideways, or did it get any love at all. Tends to go under the radar as not many people think or talk about AAVE enough lately. So there you can see it kind of struggled. It's going sideways here. Let's look at it on the daily time frame. I mean, there you go, though. It is consolidating nicely, showing like, hey, that keeps going the way it's going. It's getting tighter and tighter. Like, it's actually a bullish pattern. Like, despite what Bitcoin's been doing, this is a bullish pattern to me, right? And you can see AAVE getting all the way up to the measured move here. Look at this. I'm just going to delete everything. It gets messy after a while. But, I mean, that, to me, is a chart that wants to blow. That's tight consolidation. You know, a bit of a falling wedge with a 68% chance of a break to the upside. You got your measured move here, kind of getting ready. We're looking at about 226% gains there for AAVE. It could rip past its all-time high and get to a new ATH there at about $800. AAVE's a big boy in the game, and I don't see it going anywhere. Long-time play for DeFi. I think you could hold this for 5-6 years. Could be a 10. I think, I mean, what, $4,000 or $5,000 for a coin, you know, something like Ethereum. Faster and quicker than most. So just on my radar. So AAVE getting tight. We can see it doing some serious damage. The daily is getting oversold there for AAVE. Remember, this is like something you want to work on long term. Keep it on your radar, right? Remember, if you're in the trading room and you just see AAVE, it doesn't mean, oh, you buy AAVE right now. It means, you know, because we don't tell you what to buy and sell. Remember that. We're not a signals group. We teach you how to formulate your own plans using technical analysis, how to find your support and resistance, how to find strength or weakness in the market and exploit it to your advantage. That's what we are here for. We're here to help you find strength and weakness in the market and exploit it to your advantage by using technical analysis. That's it. That's what we do in a nutshell. We help you find strength or weakness in the market and use it to your advantage by using technical analysis. That's the crux of I just found out that's the crux of my business. To help you become financially free. That's it. I can say that easily. We provide you the ability to find strength or weakness in the market using technical analysis to help you become financially free. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Cardano still slipping down. And we're going to take a look at Bitcoin dominance. That's going to be a big deal tonight. If you don't know what it is, it's going to affect most of your trades or what's happening in the market. Bitcoin dominance. And right now it is forming a descending triangle. A descending triangle. And we're showing it could go either way here, depending on which way you look at it. We look at it on the weekly chart. The weekly suggests it does pump to the upside, suggesting Bitcoin does want to come from the depths of hell and come back a little bit. Bitcoin can pump pretty hard, though, without having Bitcoin dominance to get up too high. However, when Bitcoin dominance pumps, it's hard on the alts. It is hard to trade altcoins. Let's take a look at the 4 hour here, suggesting Bitcoin dominance is about to dump, and it could be fun for trading altcoins here, right? So that's a good sign. You see the stochastics are extremely overbought. Highly likely to reset to the downside, and we didn't really get above this resistance. Had we broke above this resistance, wouldn't it get a good point, or this resistance? Also, we're getting rejected by the 200-day moving average. I'd like to see that continue on right there. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. The 1 hour is oversold as well. Okay, it says, you know, we might get a little pump for Bitcoin, like we showed you earlier, but then, you know, so the alts won't be the easiest to trade for tonight. But it says tomorrow we might get an alt rally for Sunday. The stochastics are suggesting we get an alt rally tomorrow and into tomorrow night. But, you know, that's what they say. Nothing is guaranteed. That's just the higher probability of the stochastics RSI. That's what I'm getting out of the tea leaves. Can you show ICP, please? Thank you. VeChain, Bitcoin, is that clear? So people want to look at VeChain for BTC, Step, CELR, and JAR, USDD, and Maker. Okay. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you so much for the love. Can you take a look at Maker? Thank you, Tokyo Sex Whale, for the $10 super chat. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Hey, Library, please check out Step Finance. Thank you. Can you check out JAR, USDT on KuCoin? Jarvis from Chad Smith for the $2 super chat. Can we take a look at CELR from Torley McFarlane and VeChain BTC? Let's take a look at VeChain BTC. And VeChain was trending today on Twitter. I noticed that. Interesting. I'm gonna delete all my old work because I might have had or had not something down there. It looks like I have a cup and handle there. Now, this is a beautiful pennant here. And like Muser said, man, it's the BTC pair time. It's when these BTC pairs start shining. Where you get yourself, you know, where I get myself 10K of BTC and I just start turning it into more Bitcoin. Start Bitcoin farming, baby. Turn 10K into one whole Bitcoin if you could do that. And then Bitcoin goes to 100K. That's how you turn 10K into 100K. And you could do it by using altcoins. So people are like, what did he just say? What did he just, what? Yes. Everything you lived and dreamed of. You can learn how to trade. Then you can learn how to trade BTC pairs. Then you can buy 10K of Bitcoin, go in and out of VeChain, or ride VeChain on a swing, right? By playing the swings, turning one Bitcoin or, 10K into 240% more, which is like 35,000. You end up in Bitcoin goes sideways, it only goes up a little bit from 45. You end up with almost 0.85 Bitcoin. But you had 10K, you only had 0.25 Bitcoin. Then Bitcoin goes to 100K, you end up with like 90K, right? If you make a few other Bitcoin trades in the middle of that, who knows where you end up and how much Bitcoin you end up. But so people say, oh, and then Bitcoin becomes the most scarce asset in the world and continues to go to $1 million. You just turned $10,000 into $1 million in 5 years. 10 years. What if it takes 10 years for Bitcoin to go to $1 million? I believe it's going to be way less than that. I'm telling you, I believe it's going to be way less than that. Scarcest asset in the world. Very secure network, right? Yes, the miners do dump. Yes, there's some infighting amongst like pools. And yes, some of what Richard Hart says is true, but not all of it. So don't listen to everything Richard Hart says about Bitcoin, all right? He likes to juxtapose it and kind of leave it on a ledge just so you feel like maybe you might have to jump into Hex. And he actually might even believe that. And it could even be true, you never know, but it's not what I believe. So there you go. And whatever you form your reality is how you form it, right? Take a look at this Galaxy Fight Club here for $1. Looking pretty hot. Might want to write this down on the radar, just coming out. Looks hot. Look at that. I mean, I like the website already. Looks like all the different NFTs can fight each other, right? Isn't that what's going on here? The first cross IP PvP game for the NFTverse. We are a cross IP PvP platform. PvP fighting game where holders of different NFT collections can battle with each other to both win and earn rewards through our play to earn mechanics. Each Genesis Galaxy Fighter generates 5 to 15 of our in-game currency GCOIN daily. Total supply of Genesis Galaxy Fighters is 10,129. Only, that's not that many. This is interesting.
Do you ever just scroll through OpenSea, looking at your CryptoPunk, Bored Ape, or Cool Cats, just looking at them and wondering what else you could do with them? What if I told you you could log in with your favorite NFTs and battle with other owners to win Ether? Every NFT project is a Lego brick waiting to be connected to others, and Galaxy Fight Club is the Lego builder. We are integrating PFP projects like Apes, Deadheads, and Ametas with weapons and gear projects like Loot Adventure Gear to create the first cross-IP PvP game platform in the NFT universe. In this universe, the year is 2049, 4 years after Ready Player One. All the best fighters from all different races.
I like it. We don't have to go through much. I like it. I'm into it. I even like their video. Official. Shout out to Kevin Ronster, man. Kevin Calder Ronster, man. The Calder, man. Always killing it. Always showing us awesome information. Always bringing us the amazing data. And VeChain BTC. Definitely looking like it's running out of room. Getting ready to pop. Another long-term idea here. You want to get a whiteboard, get a, Airtable, get Google, create a Google Calendar, Google cheat sheet here, and add these things so you can kind of track them and see what's going down. Okay, there's VeChain BTC. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much for the love. Let's keep it moving. Can we review CELR? Let's take a look at CELR from Tori McFarland. Let's take a look at our baby CELR here, which is going to be a decentralized network for a cell phone. Am I right? Like a cell phone network? I mean, bang, right? And look at CELR. I see CELR doing damage, still inside the inverted head and shoulder, getting low on that daily, but getting ready in my sweet spot. Also, resistance, bouncing off previous resistance. I could see it at 24 cents. It's at 6 cents. This thing really didn't do much damage yet compared to a lot of other coins. I could see it making a big move here. The daily is low, showing signs of life in this cup and handle. They call me Sammy Cup and Handle, an emerging cup and handle for CELR on the daily time frame. Let's swing into the 4 hour, see what we see. 4 hour needs to come down a little bit, but it's getting ready. I mean, it's getting ready. So the 4 hour and the daily both look like they're in a sweet spot. And even the 1 hour. So the 1 hour has to kind of maybe come on down and find its way. Maybe a little more sideways behavior. But I like what I'm seeing for CELR. It's getting closer and closer every single day. Measured move to CELR is 24 cents. That's a long-term projection for CELR. Could take a few weeks at the beginning, you know. Bang, bang. Thank you for the CELR. Appreciate you, my friend. Super chats, VChain and CELR. Thank you, Zero Allegiance. Who's new here in the channel? Who would like to join the Patreon? Who really wants to join the trading group, but they just, you know, something's holding them back. There's a reason, or they're in a bit of a jam right now in their life, and they're just like, can't really squeeze out the 99. Feel like 99 would really give them a heart, you know, just a lot of anxiety right now. They just can't find it. Maybe they're a single parent. Maybe they're at home helping somebody. We don't know, but we'd like to help you out. One of my subscribers, who's in my group, if you can believe it, loves the group so much, has decided he wants to donate $100 for one of you to join the Patreon. So let me know if you would like to join the Patreon and jump on in. We'd love to have you. There's a slot waiting for somebody who needs it. And then it was also tweeted by my man, Porter Rock. And we're going to see the name that he asked, and we're going to do research. Maybe that is what it is. Maybe it's that simple today. We go with the way of the Porter, you know. So this is looking scrumptious. You can see the cup and handle I'm about to draw, can't you? Put a 1 if you saw the cup and handle before I did, or before I drew it at least, or before I said it. Could it bounce to the upside? Let's take a look at the 4-hour. 4-hour suggests we do get a bit of a bounce. Take a look at the daily chart. The daily chart also suggests this is a cup and handle that wants to move to the upside. Jarvis is what you're telling me, right? And it could even get rejected here, kind of go sideways before it breaks out later on. No guarantees. Even a bigger kind of cup here. Low, higher low respecting, right? I'm going to take a look at that support, these support resistance lines, just how finite we can. Okay. And we can see it here, what, about 2 cents. Shout out to everyone here on the live. This is Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. Can you get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Shout out to everyone jumping on into the live stream. Thank you for being here. 278 people. And can we get 229 likes? That's amazing. Almost get the likes up to the watchers. Only 40 more people. If we get the likes up to the watchers, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. So here, the measured move for this. And honestly, this is a hot Saturday night. I believe I think that usually the old crew wasn't too hot on a Saturday night. The new crew likes this time. Maybe we add one more night, maybe a Wednesday night stream. Who knows? We do a monthly, but maybe we add another monthly stream here. I don't know. It seems you guys really like this night stream. I think this is one of the highest watched Saturday night lights. Usually my Saturday night isn't as zoom in as the daily, but this one's popping, man. So shout out to everyone being here. Thank you for coming on in. Could you see this at 2 cents? It's not even a penny yet. That would be some serious damage. Talking 300% gains if Jarvis can come back to life, do some damage. Take a look at the 1 hour. Like most things, even the 1 hour is low. So this thing's low on all time frames. Either it's going to continue to the downside or it's going to have to make a move. I don't like the wickage, and it's not my. I haven't really traded this coin enough to really trust it. But hey, tonight could be its night. You know, it's not personally my trade. I don't have anything in it, and I've never traded this coin. I like coins that I've traded on and off a little bit. I haven't traded this coin yet. What is the guy saying in the song? I don't know what he says, but it sounds cool. You know, sounds cool. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Calling yourself Crypto Lifers. So there's JAR. Let's take a look at the next thing. We're going to look at STEP. We've gone over STEP before on the channel. STEP Finance, right? And Galaxy Fight Club, we've gone over that. $3.4 million market cap. Look, it's on the Polygon network. Pretty awesome. You got to go over to DEX Tools. We're going to take a look at it on the charts too as well. DEX Tools here, dextools.io. What are you doing? Acting like I don't go to DEX Tools every day. You pick Polygon. You paste the address. And remember, get anything you need at Rubik. If you need something, go over to Rubik. Shout out to Rubik and the Rubik coin. I don't own any yet, but I believe I should because I love the freaking thing and I talk about it all the time. I love multi-chain bridging. You know, I'm all about bridging multi-chain assets, and you can do it on Rubik. Look, select token. Select the Polygon, right? Select Polygon. Paste this address here. It should find it if it's on Polygon. There it is, the GCOIN, import GFC. Right? Please confirm your import. Okay, boom. You can buy this with anything you need. Ethereum, any chain you're on. I don't care what chain you're on. Solana. If you have Solana, you could buy it. Harmony One, you could buy it. Moon River, you can buy it. Avalanche, you could buy it. You could get your hands on this coin through any one of these facets using Rubik, baby. So I love Rubik. I'm a big fan of it. And we're going to actually look at that coin, look at the chart too as well. But yeah, so just bringing this up there. If you don't know how to get a coin, Rubik will get you any coin you need with any coin you have. So there you have it. There's no more worry. There's no more, and it's not going to cost you that much. It takes a little bit. It takes a couple minutes, 5 minutes sometimes. It's not instantaneous, but let it do its thing, and eventually your coin will just arrive, and you'll be like, ooh. You get it for Wrappmatic, or you could get it for Wrapped ETH, the GFC coin here, right? Galaxy, what was it again? Like Galaxy Fighters, right? This coin is brand new, just hit the market on January 7th, right? This coin is a day old. I'm telling you, it's a day old. So you hear about coins here when nobody even knows about them. 2-3 months from now, you might see this thing soaring and be like, man, we talked about it just yesterday. Bit of a falling wedge here. Could this thing break out? Showing signs of life. Bit of a cup and handle there. Kind of a shoulder, head, and shoulder. If we look in the depths of the market, look at the 15-minute. Yeah, a little bit of a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. Could be bumped to the upside. What would that measure move be? Could someone do a write-up about this and then I could post it? Like, you could be like, we just went over Galaxy Finance. Here's the contract. Here's the link. Someone could do that right now. I could do it now too. I guess I could just do it, but it just takes time. It'd be nice to have like an assistant during the live that we could like post this stuff fast, you know? Nice find by a lifer, Galaxy Fight Club, and it's looking pretty good on the charts as well. Find it on the low, bit of a, you know, not too bad there. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in. Why are we losing viewers? We had 263. Why do we drop? What do we do wrong? I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe it's wrong. Maybe it's not telling me the truth. It is though. It is what it is. Those people, those 30 people probably just missed out on Galaxy Fight Club. It is what it is. And when moon, baby, when moon. Everybody wants to know. That's what everybody wants to know, right? Let's take a look at Step Finance. Step, baby. Step Finance. 0.251. Okay. Let's see here. It's on the Solana network, which ain't bad, right? We've gone over this before a few times too. Position tracking for DeFi power users, native to Solana. Solana and Serum first, fully and continued support for all tokens and projects within the Solana ecosystem. Yeah, so you could just, it's kind of a good way to track everything you're doing on Solana. Step Finance, $7 million market cap, 25 cents, very, very small. Interesting. Circulating supply isn't too, not too bad on the Solana network. I never know how to track Solana coins though. Hold on, because I don't think Dex Guru don't have it, right? It should, right? Let's see. Chronos. It lets you do the Chronos chains and all that, but no Solana. Yeah, I don't know how to track Solana coins. I always do, I go to CoinTrader Pro. That's what I do. I'm like, what do I usually do? Like, you go to CoinTrader Pro, buddy. Usually it will have step finance. There it is. This is a fun chart, too. It's like, you know, all those things already down in the dumps. Look at that. It's right where it started. This thing could continue to the downside. I don't know. Sketch business to me. Low cap coin that I don't know. I remember someone bringing it up on the channel, went over it, but I didn't really look scrumptious to me. Falling wedge needs to break to the upside. It's got to get above support and resistance before it can do anything else. Bouncing on the low. You know me, I always say I don't like this. I need support and resistance here somewhere. So like I need to see it get up here and bounce off there to even think about it. I don't think I would touch this coin with a 10-foot pole. Yeah, I don't like this thing. I wouldn't go. I just don't want anyone to think I'm promoting this coin because I'm just going over it. And I have to admit, whatever. I don't know anything about it. That's all I'll say. I'm not invested in it. I'm not a fan. You know. Anyway, moving forward. Shout out Little Schmitty. I appreciate the super chat. Can you look at Maker? Let's take a look at Maker. Maker was an annoying coin to be in. I never really got into the Maker idea. Never really bit in. Let's take a look at Maker. Now, it is forming a beautiful pennant, though. Getting ready for a blast to the upside. I mean, that's strong. And it makes sense. DeFi is really holding its own here, regardless of what's happening in the market. I mean, we're seeing pullbacks, but that's nice consolidation. Like, very nice. We can see a major move coming here for Maker. So I like what I see for Maker DAO. Thank you for putting that on the radar. Maker DAO, 263% gains. If we can hold this level from where it's at now, right? You might even want to pull a Fibonacci on Maker. We're right here at about the 706, dealing, you know, which is a great pullback area. You know, we could come all the way. If we fall out of this, look for us to bounce here or there. You know, doesn't mean we can't, but you know, hope that if that trend line begins to hold and we rip to the upside. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. Suggest, yeah, maybe, and the 1 hour, a little spent. Again, like everything else, like Bitcoin, it's all following Bitcoin. Pumps didn't get enough, and now we have to come and recorrect. Either we stay in flags and go down a little bit, or we do drop a little bit before we kind of pump back or get a bearish retest, and this starts to be more of a downside. But the daily and the bigger time frame suggest you're ready to go. You just got to get through the minutia of this 1 hour and what Bitcoin's going to do. And Maker DAO looks like it could do some damage, so I'll have an alert on it too as well, so I can kind of keep track of it for the patrons. And if it looks scrumptious, I may take a bite at one point for a swing. Thank you for Maker for Tokyo Sex Whale. Appreciate you. And this is, can we look at REN USD from Mattis? Definitely we'll look at Chubby Valley. Thinking pretty bullish sign at 422 for BTC. I learned something. It has to be above support and resistance and bounce before you even look at it. Interesting. Yeah, like why am I going to play with that? You know, a technical analysis of course, technical analysis course of books you recommend. No, I don't read books. I did it all right here, playing with the chart. Like you want to read 100 books on gardening, right? But they ain't going to tell you how to, you ain't going to put a plant in the ground till you put a plant in the ground. Till you wipe the dirt off your hands and realize that you got dirty. See what I'm saying? Let's take a look at REN USD on Coinbase. I'm guessing that's on, yeah. Slap that like for the Zero Allegiance, making it to the blue crew. Can be you too. Shout out to Gina Bombina. Super chat REN USD. Thank you for that. So REN USD on the 3-day looking like a cup and handle. Looking like a cup of handle. And looking like a cup of handle. I play it like a cup of handle. Every day I get the bang bang. So there you go. Like the REN USD look like it's about to do its thing. The cup and handle. Bouncing off the 200-day moving average on the 3-day time frame. And I like what we're about to see. We could get here to 1.64. $1.64 for Ren, almost a 4x here for Ren. Everyone's wondering what happened to Ren. Where did Ren go? It had the virtual machine. It was supposed to be amazing. All-time high is almost a 3x from here. 256% gains if it can do its thing. Again, it's like a lot of the other coins we just showed you. The cup and handle independent, right? Consolidate a little bit more. If it can hold that high or low, it can continue to move. This is how you build the story. And that's the real measured move. You could see Ren do some serious damage, right? You got to have the insight and the foresight. The insight to go small into the time frame, the foresight to go big and zoom out. That's why they call it insight and foresight, right? Like, it's interesting, right? I never even thought about it as much. Hey, when you realize you see the real lies, don't you? When you realize you see the real lies. I coined that. Don't steal it from me. But when you realize you see the real lies, Crypto Lifer. To realize is to see the real lies that they put in front of your eyes. Isn't that crazy? And they wrote the word real lies right in front of you. And then they told it to you and said, that's when you figure it out. Dude, they put a spell on us when they created this English language. They literally made fun of people when they taught it to them. They're like, oh yeah, you're going to realize. And the person's like, oh, I'm going to realize? I'm like, yeah. You're not even going to know the real lies that we just told you right in front of your face. And you're going to say the word real lies right in front of us when we tell you you're going to figure it out. And you're still going to think that's what it is. And we're going to laugh in your face. Yeah. FTM recovering to the 21. We're just thinking that to an extent. There's no buying links. Real eyes, real eyes, real lies is the same. Real eyes, real lies, real lies is the same. It's a school. Realign, dream is destiny. Pretty much. So many things I want to say about that. But dang, LOL. FTM recovering. Let's take a look at FTM. I mean, when you spell a word, it means to spell it. Isn't that where you use the word spell? Isn't that weird? Now you're seeing Phantom trying to make it here. Forming a more violent flag. And you can see that 1 hour might be a little hard, but tomorrow we could get some love for the alts. Make sure the 4 hours in your flavor, which it is extremely beat down. I mean, the last time Phantom was low in the 4 hours, something like this, and we pop. We're low here, pop. It's be the third time we've been really low, and we got a pop. So Phantom, looking beautiful. And look, this is a giant cup and handle for Phantom. Let's really take a look at this now. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for calling yourself Crypto Lifers and jumping on in to the Lifer Show. I'm in the zone right now. I'm right in the zone. I've been doing this for a minute. Lifer, can you please look at Zcash? Dope privacy coin. Yeah, I like Zcash. I believe Zcash is a fork of Bitcoin. You know, Litecoin's a fork of Bitcoin, and you know Dogecoin's a fork of Litecoin. Interesting, right? All these fun facets of life. This is a cup and handle which I've seen play out. You get into $5, man. $4.90 for Phantom, right? Smaller move is just to here at about 345. Can't believe we just got to 317 like just a couple days ago. That was insanity. A rally. Look, but shoulder, head, and a shoulder for Phantom. So signs of life for Phantom. Also, the daily got double topped. And when the daily double tops and you see bearish div, I mean, what do you think? And look, this is swing up to swing up, but this swing up is far more violent. They don't have to match, but that's class B. Bullish divergence tells you that the trend will and then you're really high on the stochastics on a double top. I mean, what do you want to do? If you're swing trading that, you got to take profits on that at that point. A lot of people say, I don't know when to take profits. Well, here's how. Number one, price will be far away from the 21. Here's the 21 day. Price will get extended. It will get far away from the 21. It'll have to come back. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Price has to come back and revisit the 21-day moving average. That's where the makers love to get back in. I've learned this over and over again. That's where the automated market makers likes to reposition. And so that's where the price gets sucked back to with liquidity. That's where they take all the stops out until they get there again, and then they rebuild. And that's usually when the stochastics gets extended, gets oversold for its next move. And look, we're getting oversold in the daily time frame. It only took 2 days. That's usually a good sign. When you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you have like 12 days, 10 days, 2 weeks of punch, and then it only takes you 2 or 3 days to reset. And it tells you that this thing wants to keep moving. This thing has a move. It wants to pump. So on the radar is Phantom, right? So I'll be working harder on this trade and kind of zooming in more for my team. My team will be looking at it too as well. We got a crazy group of analysts that work with me together. Jump on into my trading group. It'll blow your mind how many people are there to show you the way and break it down for you. Shout out to everyone here on the live. 273 likes. Can we get the likes to 300? Only 27 likes to get to 300. I believe we can do it. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Let's take a look at Zcash for my man. Thank you for your opinion. Love from Tampa. Let's have a Central Florida meetup. Hey, anytime, man. I love you. I was just in Florida for 2 weeks. I'll be back in February. I'll be planning the trip probably in a couple days. So can you look at Ren USD? Super chats, Ren USD. We took a look at Ren. Thank you for that. I bought the dip on Phantom. Shout out to T-Money. Appreciate you, brother. I'm the Schiller. Realize is a Tupac lyric. Super chat, Ren USD. You pay with crypto to realize is to see the real lies. Super chat, Ren USD Zcash. Realizing the reset isn't always the same amount of time for every currency. No, it's not. So close. Don't believe blue ball is with the likes, people. Don't blue ball us with the likes. Yeah, for sure. Don't blue us with the likes. Get us to 300. I know you can do it. I know there's some people still lurking. Shout out to T-Money for Sammy, Cup and Handy. Shout out to Tampa Gang. Shout out to everyone here on the live. I remember Chad Smith asked for something. Make sure we got to what Chad asked for. Shout out to my man Chad. Shout out to Rex. Appreciate each and every one of you. Really feel bad that I didn't get to see y'all out in Tampa. I think I'm going to have to come to Tampa this time. I didn't make it to Tampa. I think I have to come to downtown Tampa, have a dinner, hang out, and check it out. So you'll see me in downtown Tampa. I'll be hanging. We'll be having a blast. You can get all the indicators from MetaPets and MCRT on DEX tools. BSC pairs. Look at that. So why not just go to MetaPets there, right? I don't know why I don't like DEX tools as much. It's not as quick. It tends to load slow. See what I'm saying? I'm not as comfortable on it as I am the other ones, but I got you. I got you. Let's take a look at Magic Craft. I want to see what it's doing. MCRT. It did crash all the way back to 2 cents. You got to watch these micro caps. You can make a killing on them, but they can also make a killing of you. You got to be careful. Don't hold them. Micro caps are fun for a couple days to play, in my humble opinion. Do what you want. Fun to play for a couple, a little bit. And then you got to move on. Oh, you can get it for cake too. I like that. Wrap BNB, this thing took a bit of a crash, right? What I like is not a lot of bot action on Magic Craft. But it looks like a lot of the other things we just looked at, just long-term consolidation now, right? But it's more sped up because this coin just came out not too long ago. We talked about it down here at about almost a penny, and it would go all the way to like, what, 8 cents, 9 cents? I mean, insane. So. It's like Los Angeles to San Diego. Smash the like, everyone. Tampa is not that great, to be honest. Shout out to Jamal Antonio. Talking about Tampa, man. Okay. St. Pete's is better. I'll stay with Jamal and St. Pete's, man. And Rodney. We'll kick it. and I'll stay away from them. Let's take a look at Zcash for my man. I haven't looked at Zcash in a long time. Used to chart it. He actually used to swing trade it a couple years back. Haven't traded it much in a long time. The old Zcash. Privacy Bitcoin is really how they call. You really want to talk about it. Oh, wow. So I had charted it in a while, though. We put it in a little bit of this. So Zcash. Actually still sitting there. Hasn't hit the old stop loss yet. I like what I'm seeing for Zcash. It's actually very, very bullish. Looks like it could do some serious damage. I believe Zcash is like Eric Snowden's favorite coin. So, hey, shout out to Eric Snowden. Sam, if moving to Florida saves on the tax, y'all come through. Dude, I'm going to save money moving to Florida. So, just 10 more likes to hit 300 lifer likes, fam. Thank you for the 290 likes. Banging on them. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Remember I told you I was going to reveal a trade towards the end of the live? We're getting towards the end. And I'm going to reveal a trade. All right. I'm going to reveal a trade. ICP is pumping. Epic vibes. Let's take a look at our baby ICP. ICP is pumping. It makes me laugh, man. I don't know why. Just like, look at this coin. I told you guys that I'm always weary if something's at the very, very bottom and it doesn't break. So I won't take this just like the other ones. I won't completely trade this unless it gets above resistance here at 40. Once it gets above 40 and it uses 40 as resistance or support, I mean, so it pops off, it bounces, then it comes for its next point and gets rejected, maybe bounces there, and it makes a higher low on the next resistance. That's when I may begin to take this thing seriously. All right, maybe it's making a shoulder ahead and another right shoulder there, and we can bounce to the upside, and then it can reclaim its glory. I mean, if it can get all the way up 600% gains for ICP. All right. So there's internet computer for anyone that's interested in it. I personally am not, and I don't know if I'll ever really trade this coin, but hey, it's ICP, right? It just, everyone waited for it. They did an ICO on it. It comes out. It dumps on all their faces from like 200, 300, 400. It says it was even at 1,000. I mean, this is just, I don't know what that wick's saying, but, and then it's back at 35 bucks. So like, people won't even recover their money till this thing gets to 200, 300 bucks. So I'm just like, you got tons of people underwater in the ICO. I just find that weird. So like, I don't know. To me, it's like, you know, whoever was in it up there, I believe, just cut your losses and move on, or, you know, or hold on for dear life. I don't know. But that's why I don't like this coin, the way they represented themselves, the way they came out, the way they did it all, like how long it took, the whole thing. So that's just what I have against ICP. All right. Look at T-Money. T-Money, how come you're not an ICP fan? I just want to see so other people realize it's not just me who doesn't like ICP. It's a whole group of people, right? This is a cool chart. The fear and green index reversals, right? And it shows you like we were at 11, we were at 9, we were at 13, we were at 10 recently. Like the lowest I ever saw was at 9. So like to me that tells you there's a bottom. Every time that is basically called the bottom for me. And I honestly didn't always trust it, but I've used it now every time because I know like when Bitcoin just gets crazy, I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to look for the bottom here, and then bam, 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 you know? Let's see what's moving here. Let's see what obscure coins may be moving to as well. In my little bag of tricks, something you may not know about. Got some obscure low coins on the low here. Let's see. So yeah, Aurora up 52%. Data up 17%. Power Ledger, an old coin I used to trade all the time, 14%. ELF, AELF up 10%. Nulls is doing damage, up 9%. Sol, we talk about Phantasma on the radar. Dragon Chain, an oldie but goodie. Solana, T-Food, Tone, AC Chain, Ambrosius, Revain. And I'm going to talk about VR right now, which is on my radar. Maybe the next trade, maybe the trade of the day tomorrow. I'm looking at this very, very closely, VR. Why am I looking at it? Because it's consolidating very, very nicely. It's getting very, very close towards the end of its run here, where it's either going to have to make a push to the upside or to the downside. And that's going to be a monstrous move because the tighter something gets, the more it's apt to blow Let me just get rid of these annoying support and resistance lines that I made. And so look how tight VR is getting, and it's oversold on the 4 hour. And it just needs to come down a little bit more on the 1 hour, right? It can even wiggle on the 1 hour and pop. I mean, this thing is wiggling and getting tight. I've traded it twice now, in and out. And I've successfully sold the top there, successfully sold the top there. And now we're waiting again. Let's zoom into the smaller time frame, see what we see in this mix here. A bit of a flag that it formed this crazy liquidity line where it couldn't break. I was like, what is that? Right? And now we're seeing it just getting extremely tight. Again, all eyes on Bitcoin, but this thing, when Bitcoin dumped, really didn't dump at all. It's called VR, and it's in the VR space. The website looks amazing. I like the product. I like what I'm seeing. The market cap is teensy weensy. You'd be buying something on the low of lows, right? Take a look at that market cap for VR, okay? Victoria, VR. $312 million market cap, 46 cents. This thing has room to grow and could really do some serious damage. Okay. ICP has its own social media district. I like it. And on drop for NFTs and a lot of stuff. No fees. That's good to know. Maybe it might end up being my favorite coin. What do you think about the Crow family? We like Crow a lot. Welcome to Victoria VR, where your imagination is only limitation. Explore VRP staking, right? Immerse yourself. Dive into the world's first realistic metaverse powered by Unreal Engine. Find out more. I mean, look, it's like crazy, right? So like, what is Unreal Engine? Talks about all that. VR tokenomics, a world full of entry. I believe this is going to do some serious damage like a Gala or a Naka. I would take this pretty seriously. It does a lot of things that the other ones don't. World of Warcraft, VR Chat, Decentraland, The Sandbox, Axie Infinity. It checks off more lists than they do. And it's showing you, you know, Star Atlas don't have it. Illuvium don't have it. Axie don't have it. Victoria VR got it. The blockchain, they got it. Fully immersible. Not all of them are. Realistic graphics, not all of them have it. Powered by Unreal Engine. Only 2 other ones, Star Atlas and Illuvium. Come on now. I'm just showing you the real, I mean, this thing is a force to be reckoned with. Buy your VR today and pioneer into a new virtual world of Victoria VR. So on my radar for sure, Victoria VR, man. And I've been tracking it since it was here. The tightness. And if you look at the daily time frame, it really got nothing. You look at the 12-hour, all you can go on. 6-hour, 4-hour, kind of indecision. The 4-hour really is my bread and butter on this. It's the bigger time frame that I'm trusting on it. I'm watching this very, very close. So VR on my radar, highest likely to pop. Might even call it the trade of the night, right? So this is highly likely to pop. In my humble opinion, says what I see here. Like Loma Spence, Crawford, Preston knows. Shout out where we are in the world. If we get a roll call, where the lifers are in the world. We got a bunch of new lifers here ever since we've come in from BitBoy. So where we are in the world. And I can't even believe you can say that. I was on BitBoy. I can't even believe I get to say that. I pierced the veil, baby. I pierced the veil. We're going to take a look at Data X, which has been moving too as well. And we're going to take a look at Aurora. We need any kind of boxing games we can get. Jamal Antonio, Cancun, Mexico. New York, Ontario. Colorado, up in here. Brooklyn, New York. Italian in Connecticut. Ireland. Shout out to CL in Ireland. Slancha, baby. New Hampshire, St. Petersburg. Jamal, my dude. It's funny, I know where you're sitting. It's so weird to know, like, what your computer... I know exactly where you're sitting. You got your dog over there. It's so funny, man. I'm in the room, man. I'm in the room. I can see everything. Turn around right behind you. There's a kitchen counter. I have a photographic memory. You walk in the door to the right. Boom. I just see the whole house. Man, in my head. It's crazy. Okinawa, baby. Massachusetts. Ooh. Martha's Vineyard. Shout out to Gorilla Skittles from Martha's Vineyard. Wow. Have you ever seen Yellowstone on TV with Kevin Costner? I like where they film that show. I live where they film that show. My man. Yeah, don't tell anybody, baby. Don't tell anyone where you live. Keep it on the low. I like what you said. I like how you did that. Just can't really tell you guys where I live, but I live in a good place. Just know that. I just don't want you coming here because it's so good. If I told you, then it wouldn't be as good. So, yeah, I got to keep it on the low. Right now, we could do about 27 June 21 with that leverage. My dude, Ottawa. London, baby. Shout out to Chelsea A from London. We got a London gal in the spot. A London girl. That's so cool, man. We in Alabama, bro. Shout out to Larry Parmley in Alabama. Valrico, Florida. Okay. Valrico. Newbie, DeFi, punch in a ticket on this rocket ship. Live from Panama. Shout out to DJ Roland Rick for coming on in, man. I like how he said that, man. DJ Roland Rick, you could tell he knows how to swing it. I like that. I like that. I like that. Tuned in from United Kingdom at 3:15 a.m. Look at that. You're a crypto lifer, man. Got to get the VR token because Unreal Engine 5 is going to change the world. Preston Collins, see what he said there? I mean, I think having a bag is a must. Having a bag is a must of this VR, baby. Of this VR. So I'm on it. Y'all are on it. This might be the next, honestly. You know, we went through Gala, Naka, and there's been a coin that hasn't come out in a while. This is a new one. Consolidating. I haven't given up on it. I've been watching it very, very closely. We stock coins here. We don't take days off. We're pretty good at what we do. We're consistent. No one can say anything about our consistency. All the other channels took days off, took weeks off. Their channels suffered. Okay? I saw a channel that had 2,000 more subs than me. We were back and forth, back and forth. Now my channel's almost at 20K. He's back at 11,000 because why? He took 3 weeks off, man. I'm telling you, you can kill 2-3 years of hard work by just taking a 2 weeks off when it comes to YouTube. You can't let the YouTube algorithm, because everyone's producing every day and the algorithm's grabbing. The second you slip back, the algorithm starts grabbing other people. And they take your spot and they take your place. I'm telling you right now, that's why if you want to become a YouTuber, it's the hardest, most demanding job you've ever done in your entire life because you cannot stop if you want to be on top. And the second you take a break, someone has your spot. Someone's grabbing your views. Someone's grabbing your algorithmic moves. And I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to let that happen to me or the lifers. So we're going to continue to move. We're going to continue to move. We didn't hit 20K yet. We're getting very close. They're kind of, come on. I know we can do it. 19.9 right now. Finally got to 19,900. We're so close. But we're not there yet. All right, we're close. But we're not there yet. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin before I jump out of here. Any last super chat requests, throw them in. 19,928 subs. 70 more subs and we can get our move and get our push back to 20,000 subs, man. I like to have the live count. I just watch it. No, I'm just... I turn ghost white when I see things. I was like, what? This channel got what? January buyers are going to make millions. They're already starting it. The crypto people are already getting people loaded up, getting people crazed, getting them going. But yeah, we have 19,929 subs here. We had a nice little jump on our way to 20K, baby. That will be the day. That'll be the day. Last calls, get them in. Super chats, Crow and Flux. Let's take a look at Crow and Flux. VR still stalking it. And it's patience and focus. Patience and focus. Patience and focus. Subscribing to the channel is free. Do the right thing and hit the subscribe button. 20K tomorrow. I've been telling everyone to join. The smoke shop guy, the store clerk, the hotel people. Shout out to Jimmy Phillips. I appreciate you, Jimmy, and I know you are, baby. I know you are, man. Rodney is at work. He can cry at home tonight. He won't have to be embarrassed. Rodney's not at work. He can cry at home. He won't have to be embarrassed. He can cry underneath the fireworks at the Magic Castle in the Magic Kingdom. Super chats, 1 month Yeah, who wants a free patron, man? I'm telling you, man, I want to give away $100 to someone that would like to join the trading group. Milton Friedman predicting Bitcoin back in 1999. He really did, though.
One thing that's missing, but that will soon be developed, is a reliable e-cash, a method whereby on the internet you can transfer funds from A to B without A knowing B or B knowing A. So that I think that the internet is going to...
There it is. That's Bitcoin in a nutshell. I mean, that's really what it was at the end of the day. People want to hate and all that. Bitcoin was the first to do it and do it well on a large scale. All right. Let's take a look at Flux here. What a great live stream. Thank you for everyone coming on in. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here on a Saturday night. But you can feel the love. You can feel the energy. Vibing, baby, vibing. So we talked about Flux here. We bought right there. We were buying Flux here. Look, we were buying Flux here. Okay. And now still up a beautiful, beautiful 138% gains. Right? Talked about this falling wedge, breaking to the upside. We showed you the inverted head and shoulder, which made magic happen as it broke to the upside, came back to retest the neckline, which it really likes to do, and then it was gone. Made another wedge here, which you could have made, a little bit of a pennant, and broke out of that pennant with the measured move, which is here. Anyone that tells me these patterns don't play out, the measured move don't play out, just obviously doesn't know how to find it. Okay? Now let's delete all my stuff, and we'll look at what we're seeing now. I like to look at it fresh with fresh eyes, fresh idea. Okay? We see we went to a high at 332. It's kind of doing a phantom, right? At 228. It's like hanging out in that low to $3 range. You can see this beautiful bowl that's formed. It's a really nice thing, right? And we can kind of see that it maybe did it retest. See, look at this. So idea that it retested, maybe idea that it's in a bigger channel too, like this. I like that. See that? And Flux could start going parabolic to the upside, trying to do some serious damage, And when we look at it here, I mean, that's a parabola. So the way people talk about this project and like it, it has the backing, the movement. It tends to have the tech and the smart, that innovative je ne sais quoi behind it. I'm a little late on the tech on this one. I'm not always on every coin, but Flux, my peoples have been teaching me. Someone tried to put me on even like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months ago for Flux. So is it starting a parabola? And it could. I mean, that's the beginning of parabolas when it makes these formations, right? You're looking at like a 630. Yeah, I pulled that out a little bit. Let's see. But no, I mean, that's pretty spot on. Yeah, 630 Flux is my measured move for Flux. So we're watching Flux closely. This could do some serious damage. 4 hour needs to come down though, so it's not the perfect time yet, in my humble opinion. Wait for this to come down. I'll put an alert there. That may be the sweet spot. Let's take a look at the daily though. The daily may be spent kind of. I bet the daily is kind of like Phantom, like coming down, but yeah, exactly. Phantom and Flux seem to be moving kind of in tandem, and they're kind of around the same price. It's very interesting. Let's take a look at Crow. I believe Crow is just a good pickup no matter what in the long term. It was a good pickup back in the day at 5. It went all the way to a 9x and still holding. Remember when it cracked that bean and we talked about it, 99 all the way up. Now it's in a bit of a cup and handle here, right? So this is Crow, oversold in the daily time frame as well. And what other channel goes over this many coins? It's absolutely absurd. I just thought about how many coins I went over in the last hour. I said, this is insane. This is insane. My abdominal muscles hurt. I've been talking so fast and breaking it down, but I only have so much time to give the information. And I want to beat out the other channels that try to give this much. No one else will be able to give it as clear, as concise, as neat, as precise, and as nice as I do it. So I just feel like that will be our edge, and nobody will be able to produce a product. The product is the live stream. The product is the experience. The product is the lifer experience, and no one else will be able to produce an experience like this with the knowledge and give you the gains, because when you end this live stream, you're like, wait, I just learned so much about the actual time frame we're in too. Not only about overall technical analysis and learning, but about where we're at now and what coins may be relevant in the coming week. So No one gives a flux. I get it. I get it. I get it. And it's true, they don't. But they do, though. But they do, though. But that was well done, dude. Well played. No one gives a flux. That was well done. Shout out to Preston. Always busting my chops since day one. That's why we love you here, buddy. Shout out to Mr. Collins. The Irish are always there to bust you up. The Irish are always there to bust you up. Crow, extremely oversold on the daily time frame, right? And then there's another super chat coming in for EXRD. Take a look. TA and EXRD looking to get into this one. Much love. Shout out to Patrick Pakiorkowski. Let's take a look at my baby EXRD. All right. Interesting. Continuously getting oversold here. Didn't get much of a bounce. Made a double bottom now. 706 getting to the 886 retracement. That's a full-blown retracement, right? We talked about possibly opening up a trade there when we're oversold. I do see it making its way back up. 270% gains for EXRD to 80 cents. I hold a big old bag of it. I like what I'm seeing for EXRD. And yeah, it's on my radar for sure. So EXRD is on the radar. I like what I'm seeing for it. And it's kind of forming the bowl, getting ready to make a bit of a move here. Worrisome here, though, there's a bit of a fallback, and it could even come all the way back down to support at 15 cents. So it's at 20. I could see it even lower just because it doesn't have a lot of support where it's on. That's the only thing, and you're getting overbought on the 1 hour. And you've got some indecision on the 4 hour. However, in the long term, I do see it, even if it does bounce, coming to the upside. And it's a project that I really like for like the next couple years. Bobby Fan, my son is going to join. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Is anybody seeing ETH creating an inverted cup and handle on the daily time frame? Last time I promised ZLDA lifer, this was a great one and is about to do some serious damage. We'll take a look at it because we looked at it together not too long ago, and I do want to kind of check up on it and see how it's been. We'll take a look at ZLDA as my abdominal muscles begin to soar up. Maybe the Patreon giveaway can go to someone who will commit to also taking a beginner's course so they can start using TradingView to get started on the right foot. Just an idea. I would love that. Lifer changed my life. Join the fam and change your life too. Shout out to T-Money for letting everybody know. Thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate that. You're the man. Yo, Lifer, what's up? Shout out to Mr. 26ian. Mr. 26ian, is that what it is? That's pretty cool. Testimonial material. Chainlink go boom. Such a pro. Is anybody seeing ETH creating an inverted cup and handle on the daily time frame? Great stream. Love your energy and one of the best YouTubers out there. Thank you for saying that, man. I appreciate it. Great content. Been watching since BitBoy. Your VR prediction the other day was bang on. Shout out to Crypto Row, man. Thank you for saying that, man. Thanks, man. I definitely find value when I tune in. Shout out to Zach Johnson. Thanks for the knowledge, Lifer. Akasha. Love you, Akasha. Thank you. We got to get you editing. Help me get started. Shout out to Matt Richardson. Matt, do you want to jump on in? Wow, block actually was below 0.4. Insane, right? So we got to give away the Patreon right now. We got to give someone a free month of my trading group. Put a 1 if you want to join the trading group. Put a 1 in the comment section if you want to join the trading group. And you think you have what it takes to become a lifer. I have to be honest, not everybody has what it takes to become a lifer. Do you have what it takes to get it? Let's take a look at ZLDA. Wow. It's been doing some damage since we talked about it, right? Look at that thing. Wow. See, the last time I went over it, I think I posted on it. No. Okay, so there's a lot of people that want to get into the Patreon. I didn't realize that. Okay. So we have a lot. So everyone here wants one free month in the trading group. One for my homie who went to work, right? Okay. It's simple. For all those people, I'm going to come up with a number. It's very simple. I'm just going to come up with a number in my head. Between 1 and 50. Okay? And it's not, I can't be the, how about 1 and 65? It's going to be between 1 and 65. That way it's a little weird. All right? I'm going to come up with the number. Right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hands on the number right now. And then I'm going to pick up the keyboard and show you what the number is. So my fingers are on the number. I've created the number. Whoever comes closest or guesses the number will win a free month in the Patreon, right? So, been a while, brother. Looking for getting back to that lifer schedule. You the man. Thank you so much. Put me in, coach. Okay, CWC. Here's it starting. 33, 57, 57, 33, 23. I hit right here. 23. Smoke, eat, FPV. My hand was on 2-3. I see smoke, eat, FPV. The first guy to hit 23. And you have won. Email cryptolifers@gmail with your, make sure it's from that smoke, eat 23 email if you can. And email cryptolifers@gmail. And you won. He hit it already at 23, my man. And let's go back to where I saw the 23 when it first came out. It started with this right here. Yes, 33. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. JB. Boom, 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 boom. And right here, Smoke Eater FPV. He hit the 23. And all I did was here, I just looked down at my keyboard and I put my hands on the 2 and the 3. And they were there. And that was kind of how I did it. So, hey, by the random grace of God go I, and so do you. And look, this is retesting now. ZLDA does show like it could do some serious damage. Just on the radar, you know, if Bitcoin can recover and the market can't dump on us, you never know. ZLDA looking like we could see some serious moves here. So, signing off for the night. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. We got 291 likes. Can we get 9 more likes up to 322? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And look at that chat rate. It has to come on back up. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you so much for the likes. Thank you so much for a wonderful Saturday night. 4,199 playbacks. I mean, that's going to be diesel, right? Look at that. This is crazy. And what you say is this is 4,199, right? You times that by 6 minutes, right? That's 25,194 minutes. Divide that by 60. People have already watched 419 hours of the lifer since we started the live stream. I find that absolutely insane. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Hold up. I see a super chat coming on in. Can't let a super chat hang. I cannot let a super chat hang from Samantha Lee. ZLDA is the new Shiba Inu. Amazing project for anyone who loves doggies. And Bitmart first listing coming Wednesday, January 12th. Samantha Lee coming through with the ZLDA $19.90 super chat. Say, hey, just a little talk out there. ZLDA might be the one of ones. We will get him in if he won for real. I'll help donate for the month. Am I missing something? Hold on. Thank you. Thank you, Lifer. I told the whole telegram of Zelda. JB answered 23 first. JB answered 23 first. Oh, let's see. Let's see here. I mean, you got the chat right here, right? It starts at 1, 1, 1, 1, 27, 1, 1, 26, 33, 26, 29, 27. He's probably right. Yeah, you're right. JB 23 right there. And then he did 23. So I didn't see it because it got snuck on in. Ah, dang. That's tough. I'm going to give it to them both. So JB and Smoke Eat, you get 1 month free in the Patreon. I hope you take advantage of it. I hope you get it. I hope you don't waste it because there's someone else that really, really would love to get in there. So please take this as a privilege. Take this as a definite opportunity in your life to take as much as you can out of this and really move forward. So email cryptolifers@gmail, JB, and email cryptolifers@gmail. And we'll get you into the group. And thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. All right. Awesome. No losers here. Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you are already doing the right thing. At the end of every live stream, I say 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. So everyone, thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for the support. And I'll see you all tomorrow for Bitcoin in the weekly candle close. Oh, and I won't do it now, but we will do it tomorrow night. And that's when new people see that, they freak out. So let's see how many people freak out tomorrow night when I do the candle close. I actually go on a ledge when I do that because it's like, whoa, it's a little much. And people are just like, but it's like, once you get through that, you become a lifer and you're like, all right, this dude does some weird thing on Sunday night. But you know what? He goes through so many coins throughout the week. He could do whatever he wants on Sunday night. You know what I'm saying? People are like, you know what? Let the lifer do whatever crazy thing he wants to do. If that's what he wants to do, you know? So shout out to everyone on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in. And we'll keep everybody updated here on what's happening. Bitcoin forming a bit of a nice flag here. If it come on down and that 1 hour can come back down, we'll see. But so far, to me, it's a rejection of 42,000 and looks like a short is in true back down to the bottom. But we'll see. We'll see. Licking, it's the real freak out. Oh, yeah, when I lick the candle, right? Yeah. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. I love you all. Thank you so much. There's no words that can describe my gratitude. Have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.